Hey there, everybody. I am back at work. I wanted to give a little quick follow-up of my CCL experience at Climate Lobby Days. It was amazing. I'm so happy I went. I just I don't know how to put into words how proud I am to be part of such an amazing organization with great leadership, kind, supportive people, encouragement, a lot of education, and also the ability to then go out yourselves and lobby. It's like, wow, we did it ourselves. This was amazing. So some of the key points that when I was thinking, what are some of the key takeaways? There's a ton, but some of the key things was I liked the talk on how to listen with empathy, compassion, curiosity. And if you don't have those, then I like this. It was called you can be a hostile listener. So when it comes to the part that you say, hey, so what I'm hearing is, it can have that tone. And I know I've done that myself. So you want to be careful that you, or just conscientious that you're coming from a place of empathy, curiosity, and compassion. So that you can be a really good and authentic listener. And then another thing I really loved was I loved Jerome Foster II. Oh, he was amazing. I hope you can watch him. I think he was recorded. But he had two, I really like analogies. And he said, he sees, this is kind of what he said, he sees humanity as like a tree. So a tree knows that it cannot just keep growing straight up to the sky forever and ever and ever. At some point, it has to mature. And it matures, it sends out leaves, it sends out deeper roots, and it nourishes the entire tree. All the roots, all the leaves, all the buds. It doesn't leave any part out. And humanity, he said, has not matured yet. We still think we can just keep growing and growing to the sky, and we're letting parts of us die, and that we need to everybody has to succeed and be supported and nourished. And I love that. And he also said that he's into astrology, his parents were, and that he said, isn't it interesting how we look at other planets with such reverence and awe, and yet we tend to not do the same with our own planet Earth. And a lot of us tend to abuse it and take it for granted. And he's like, if we could have the same respect and awe with our own Earth, he said that might change how we're treating it. And I thought that was also amazing. The youth in CCL are incredible. So all these young adults out there, that I was so impressed. You should have seen them in these meetings. They were prepared, they looked professional, they had eye contact, they talked well, they asked open-ended questions, they were enthusiastic, their eyes were bright. I was so impressed. I mean, I seriously have goosebumps right now because I just was so honored to be a part of all these great kids. I call them kids, young adults, but I think CCL does a great job with nourishing and supporting our young people, and it's great to see a lot of young people. The biggest thing I just think is I'm very grateful for my local chapter. Shout out to all of you and our Minnesota people and our regional people, because I started off with, I am not political. I am an environmentalist. I stand up for the earth and environment, but I'm going to leave politics to other people. And that's not who I am. I'm not political. And then I learned that, wow, when you aren't political and you don't speak up and stand up for what you want, other people are going to step in and stand up and speak up for what they want. And sometimes that is not always what you want. So I really learned I've got to get involved. That's when I heard about Citizens Climate Lobby. It was an easy entrance because I was able just to kind of tiptoe in, be on the fringes, listen in, not be forced to do anything, but slowly the encouragement and the patience with me asking a lot of questions that I probably should have known if I had been, I don't know, paying more attention. But for me, for some reason, it's hard to absorb a lot of these bills and a lot of what's going on. And so I just have to kind of keep at it, and then it starts getting more familiar. So the patience with that and the encouragement to go to the regional training and to practice, it was also like, I could never do this. And then here I am, I'm at the Capitol. And I was like, oh my gosh, Erica, I am actually at the Capitol. So me saying I'm not political, that's not who I am, I can't do this, that's just, I can't do that. And here I was on the Hill, and then there I was in a meeting and in 4 meetings, and it was amazing. And I'm like, I can do it, and I am doing it. And I'm so excited for CCL just to keep growing and for us to make more and more change for our climate and our planet and our communities and our wildlife and our nature. So thanks for a great experience. I'm so honored I got to go, and I'm so looking forward to continuing to work with CCL, Citizens Climate Lobby. Thanks so much, everybody.